This is going to be a short and snappy one. To move forward in life, you have to leave people behind. To really, truly elevate, you have to drop a lot of the weight that is holding you down. And that weight is going to include people that you love, care about. And you're going to think, oh, these guys love and care about me. But they don't. They don't. They don't. Give yourself, and it's not selfish to do this, but give yourself like 2-3 months away from social media. Tell all the people that you normally chat to, surround yourself around. Like, this is not to say that don't have social media, delete it. I'm just saying, like, one thing a lot of people tend to do in this day and age is like just be chronically online. And I think once you finally realize that being chronically online is just like setting you back like years, because me just sitting here and talking on my phone is better than half this generation. I swear, by generations. Not everyone. Alhamdulillah, there are people who generally joke and generally want a life and generally try hard, and I want to be amongst those people. But people who are chronically online, like, it's peak, because you don't have the perspective on life that is individualistic. Like, you are what everyone else is. Does that make sense? When you're consuming the same trends and whatever, like, that's just dead. Like, taking 3 months of your life to just generally sit down, focus on yourself, spend time alone, learning, loving yourself. If people leave your life, they weren't meant to be in your life. If you love yourself, people should love you more, because that should inspire them to become better as well. If they genuinely care about you, they'll see you, they'll be like, damn, he's locked in, he's doing his thing. Let me go join in and help this guy out and say, yo, let me go gym, let me go, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe even asking, oh, are you okay? Do you need any help? You know, what's on your mind? If I'm here, if you need me to, you don't have to go put yourself in that person's life. Do you know what I mean? But I think I literally had a quick conversation with one of my friends I haven't spoken to in ages, and he was just highlighting how once you finally start moving forward in life, you will acknowledge you will gain clarity on a lot of the situations that were in the past that potentially weren't really befitting to you. The people, the things you do, you know, your routine, your habits, it all changes, because you're finally able to just sit down and really see who you are and what you're doing outside of just the constant flow of the ruckus of the world. Sometimes, I can't lie, life can get so like overwhelming. It can get overwhelming. And to be able to have the time to just sit down and just yap to yourself for a few minutes without having to worry and think about anything and just have a clear mind, it's actually such a blessing. I'm telling you. And yeah, if you're watching this video, I'm telling you, even start like just journaling, audio journaling, video journaling, like how I am. It's going to get your brain working. It's going to get your brain saying, okay, cool, I actually, like, do you know what I mean when I say this? Like, you have thoughts. Those thoughts are you. But sometimes you don't acknowledge those thoughts are you. By that, I mean you don't acknowledge that you can control your thoughts. Sometimes your thoughts just come and you just feel straight away based off those thoughts. But when you fully, really understand it, you understand that the thoughts aren't you. No. Yeah, your thoughts aren't you. You create your thoughts, essentially. And when you deep that, you understand, damn, so these thoughts are coming from somewhere. whether it be negative or positive, whatever, those thoughts come from somewhere, and that somewhere is you, deep down inside of you. So if you have these thoughts saying, oh, I'm bum, I wish I could have money, I should do this, I should do that, there's a reason why your brain is telling you that, my friend. Do you know what I mean? You need to listen to your brain. You need to reflect, ask yourself, why do I feel this way? You know, what can I actually do? What am I actually stressing about? Is it even worth it to be stressing about this? Can I actually do something to alleviate the stress? Like, it's so layered. I feel like once you start really breaking down those layers and really simplifying it and dumbing it down for yourself by just understanding how everything works and how it all interconnects. Because I think when you learn about yourself, you learn about everything. Do you know what I mean? Because you technically have a relationship with yourself. I mean, you should have a relationship with yourself. If you don't, and if you're questioning, do I have a relationship with myself? You probably don't. I mean, you probably do, but like, you don't acknowledge it. When I say a relationship with yourself, I mean like to say you love yourself, right? So you're gonna wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, take care of yourself. You know, before you go to bed, you're gonna have a shower, get changed, brush your teeth again. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what I was going to get at, but my point was, I think you know yourself. You know yourself? You will. Anyways, but I feel like I've spoken enough. But yeah, quick Yaparini session. I think we're over and done with that. Make sure you guys lock in. Make sure you're staying consistent. Make sure you're just grinding, putting in the effort and the work. And also, never ever be too harsh on yourself. You know, I think we get so caught up in trying to be a perfect version of ourselves that doesn't exist and never will exist. You know, I think the only version of ourselves that we should learn to accept is what is here right now, you know, and that's me right here sat in this chair, you know, and that is the version of yourself that you have to love every day. You know, you watching this video right now, you're sat wherever you are, doing whatever you are doing, but you have to love yourself right in that moment and choose to do that for the rest of your life, and consciously choose yourself in the decisions you make, in the risks that you take, in the people you speak to. Like, there's so much to it, and I think you owe it to yourself. You know, no one's gonna force your hand, so you better take yourself down that road that you're so scared to walk down, because trust me, it's time now more than ever.